Hello and welcome to my FIFA 16 BPL downgrades. Without further ado, let's get into the first one and see why these players need to be downgraded. So moving over to not so Super Mario Balotelli, and of course he had a dismal season at Liverpool, a waste of space on the pitch personally, and well, at AC Milan he did manage to get himself 18 goals and 30 appearances. He also got himself 6 assists, which is pretty decent, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be complaining if he got that in a Liverpool shirt. But at Liverpool, unfortunately, 28 appearances, 4 goals and 0 assists, which is pretty bad. We can't really lie about it. He didn't do much when he was on the pitch. He missed an open goal against Spurs. He just wasn't good for us. He definitely deserves a downgrade. I think a downgrade of 4 is actually quite fair to a 78, with his stats all taking a bit of a plummet down slightly, pace and shooting, and also passing a bit more. But yeah, he definitely deserves a downgrade into FIFA 16, and it's hard to say how much he should be downgraded, but he definitely will get one for FIFA 16, that's for sure. And yeah, let's move on to the next player. Now the next player who will be getting a downgrade, or I'm pretty positive he'll be getting a downgrade into FIFA 16, unfortunately it's another Liverpool player, and that is Dejan Lovren. And now let me remind you, he did cost 20 million from Southampton, of course, another Southampton player, but 20 million for this centre back, and he's so poor. He just made so many mistakes it cost Liverpool the back. I think he was top of the leaderboard for most mistakes which led to shots. He missed a penalty which knocked us out, I think it was the Europa League. He's just been poor, and I think, you know, in defence he looks so dodgy. He just doesn't look confident in defence. You know, I think you could stick Big Steve from Sunday League and he'd do a better job defending for you, but the downgrade is definitely justified for him. -3 I'd say, and it could be more, you know, it is hard to say, but a 77 with his stats going down a bit, which seems fair. And let's move on to the next player. Now the next player is of course Radamel Falcao. Everybody knows about this guy. Came from Monaco. He was at United. 265k a week he was on, which is obviously very good. In 29 appearances, he only got 4 goals and 4 assists. He's just so poor in the games he's playing. Just not that same energy that people had seen in Falcao. Not that goal scoring instinct that he did once have. He just looks so poor, and in fact he was even dropped to the under 21s for one game, and it was against Spurs. And believe it or not, even at such a low level, under 21s we're talking about here, he got no goals in that one game or an assist. In fact, he even blocked the shot which looked like it was going to go in. So an absolute shocking season for Falcao, and I think a downgrade of 4 or even 5 is definitely justified for him. I mean, I don't know if EA will actually drop his stats any lower than that, but you know, it does seem fair, 4 or 5, and it possibly could be more, definitely possibly. And we'll move on to the next player. Now moving over to Angel Di Maria, who came from Real Madrid to United for 59 million. In 27 appearances, he only got himself 3 goals and 10 assists. Some games he was pretty decent. Obviously 10 assists isn't that bad. Some games he wasn't that good. Near the end of the season, Fellaini was beating him to the team, and he was actually on the bench, so that's not good. You know, you pay 59 million for a player, Fellaini goes, oh yeah, I'll come in and replace you, so that's not too good. But the silver lining is he did come third for most assists, and he actually did play 9 games less than Santi Cazorla. Now Santi Cazorla only had 11 assists, so I think, you know, with more game time he would have definitely got himself more assists. When it comes to goals, 3 goals isn't that good, but he's a central attacking midfielder. But I think next season, if he's given that chance at United again, he could definitely shine. He's a world-class player, and what can Di Maria do next season, we'll have to see. But talking downgrade-wise for Di Maria, I think a -2 overall is definitely fair for him. His stats taking a little bit of a fall, but maybe people could say you could go a bit lower, but he is a really good player, and he's shown that he has actually got that potential with them 10 assists. And you know, given that chance, given more game times, you know, he could show himself as a good player. So, you know, -2 seems fair. Now moving to our last player, it is Juan Guardado from Chelsea. It's going to be Falcao's new teammate, and when he was playing for Fiorentina in 13-14 season, in 35 appearances he got himself 13 goals and 9 assists, which is pretty decent. You know, 13 goals for a winger is pretty impressive. 9 assists is pretty good as well. Now for 14 appearances at Chelsea, he got himself 0 goals and 0 assists. Now obviously 14 appearances, it's not as many as 35, but you'd at least expect maybe an assist, maybe a goal, but he just didn't do that. he's definitely got the potential to be very good. You know, he's got skill, he's fast. You know, he is a really good player, and I think you know, maybe given another season at Chelsea, he could definitely shine. He did cost him 27 million, and I think for FIFA 16, a downgrade of -2 is definitely fair. And yeah, we'll have to see how much he gets downgraded, but I think -2 seems a fair one. And yeah, that's it for the video. Cheers, thank you.